a DLCF original.
It's not really long I've known him, but it's long enough to know the kind of person Professor Adolphus is.
Great men make great tales.
To just have to submit to leadership.
I don't know if people cannot proffer solution. You don't think which course are you doing? Engineering, sir.
Pastor Adolphus.
This time, maintenance. Now it is time. Once again, tell me your story. There's no flow, sir. There's no flow in the gym, sir.
Pastor, he has been a wonderful person. He's calm, simple, but firm.
There's no fuel in the gym, sir. There's no fuel and there's no battery. It is now you are telling me this thing. So if I'm not around, what are you people going to do? I don't know. If people cannot proffer solution, you don't think which course are you doing? Engineering, sir. All of you, maintenance, you engineering, terminal engineering, Iman engineering, all of you. You people cannot think. Simple thing. Bro John, come call Bro John for me. I don't.
Located in River State, southern Nigeria, we're in the River State University that the Deeper Life Campus Fellowship River State University made. Pastor Professor Adolphus was a former group pastor of Eagle Island Group before moving to Ajib Extension, where he pastored till he traveled. A one-time state DLPC Marriage Committee member, he traveled abroad and took a break from the pastoral ministry, but wasn't off for too long in handling STS and the Deeper Life Bible Church Leeds United Kingdom, and automatically became a worker. Moving to Scotland, he still continued his workforce. Professor Adolphus won a scholarship from the university as a lecturer to achieve his PhD program at the University of York, England, October 2013. Complete in the year 2016. The process of achieving this, he got a job as a part-time lecturer in the University of Southampton, London, United Kingdom. Thereafter, he migrated to Scotland, UK, where he got a job as a full-time lecturer in the University of Stirling, 2017. He did this before returning back home to continue as a lecturer 2019 in the River State University. Not too long, became the head of department, later associate prof, and presently, ever since January 2024, a professor. Members of his church have seen all rounds of his great work, speaking on personal interactions with him on a spiritual and academic level, to his love and care as a father of his students, meticulousness both in academics and in handling spiritual matters.
Not really take nonsense, but you will see him as a very simple person, but he does not condone any nonsense.
A very conscious academician who loves students to focus on the academics and considers, and is thorough. The timing of the program, and those times he ensures that he shifts the normal activity of the church so that we can keep to time. And most times I will always say he does not like meetings that takes the students' time. He is very considerate and he loves to carry the burden of students, in the sense that he loves that you are relieved, and he does, if he sees that something is going to be much on you, he can carry the load and be under the pressure.
Since he came in, he has been a very wonderful person, but I know him as at a closer perspective when I enrolled for my PhD program. He was not my supervisor, but he did more of the work in my thesis work, my research work, more than my supervisor.
He'll get everything, and sometimes I'll just wonder, pastor has gone to want to know. Even though he might perceive that the program is good, sometimes he just wants to know that.
I go to my supervisor I say, who read my HOD? Say, who read your work? I say, he's a Professor Adolphus. He say, no problem. And that anybody that hears that I heard when I was doing the research work, that it was Professor Adolphus that I've been going through my work, they say, that one is approved. But for him, he goes through the work line by line. Even he reads works in between the lines. So for him to go through your work is perfect. I bless God that when I presented the work at the external defense level, the external supervisor was impressed.
What you want to do is not outside the scriptures, and he will coach you. Sometimes you are making a mistake somewhere, he will say, this one, remove it, this one is okay.
À ceux qui ont soif, à ceux qui sont faibles, venez à la fontaine et buvez au fleuve de vie, toute peine et tout fardeau.
And at the church level, he became a very good friend to the family, because my family have been going through some, family challenges, but he stepped in.
That is exactly the reason, from my studies of his person, the basic reason he does not like students staying back and spending extra time after service is to ensure that students have ample time to invest into their academics.
Now, my husband, who is not a member of Deeper Life, but he had that confidence to call upon Adolphus and open up to Adolphus, Professor Adolphus, at that closer range. So I was really surprised that, he became a very close friend to my husband, Professor Bona. And my daughter opened up to somebody, but she was able to open up to Pastor Adolphus because of his friendly nature and his caring nature. He played a fatherly role in the life of Angel, even to the extent of getting a hostel accommodation for Angel. So
things that the student needs to do, he will call you and pass it to you. And so he carried most of the burdens, and he shared the necessary ones to the students. All those meetings, even though they are important, he prefers that it's done in a way that the student will not have to sit down and be present and spend.
It's the work of God. God can send him anywhere as a soldier of Christ. So, but for the time he was with us, he was a wonderful pastor. And at the faculty, he was a wonderful lecturer, and assisted me so much in my PhD work. I told him that if not for one thing, this PhD work will be dedicated to you.
About pastor is, for me, is mostly when we bring budgets. Anytime we have a budget like this.
This is you? Yes. Alright, man.
Sir.
Manala.
Yes, sir.
So, the three of you get to my office today. Am I safe?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
With white paper?
Yes, sir.
Alright, man.
Sir.
Let me see your own now. All these 20 things. I thought we bought square. There was light now yesterday. All these 20 things. Alright, man. I thought we bought fuel last week.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
Yes, sir. So we have been using this fuel since last week, and we bought it 2 weeks ago. And for some time now, there have been no light.
So that day I was passing, I drive and I recharge. I saw light. And we go Bible study. Monday, Tuesday, there was no leaders meeting here. On Monday, they brought light now. I saw light in this LEDC. They brought light, and you people changed over. Are you people using the fuel when I'm not around? People have been using it to print. Yes, Well, it's okay. It's okay. You just try to manage. Madam Emanuela.
Yes, sir.
Let me see you do so. Okay, juice. Who dragged this budget? These children people are enjoying, you know. Rice, garri, beans, pomo. Very good. In our days, we don't used to see all these things like this. Only you, pomo, rice, goat meat, pomo, crayfish, stockfish. Let's we will remove. If we are using pomo, let's use pomo. Remove the stockfish. Remove this ram fish. People we have retreat. We have, in fact, how many coordinators do we have? 12. How much is a plate of? Madam Manuela. 1,000.
For satisfaction, to reach satisfaction is 1,500. 1,000 will not reach it.
Oga Jude. 1,500.
Yes.
Okay. So if we say 1,500 times, how many coordinators? 12. Who is doing my math? Yeah, you. Calculate it, please.
1,500. 18,000.
Let's say small, let's do 20. I've tried now. I've done what people want to.
But sir, the cooking will be better. We'll be able to buy and then be able to have. It will be more economical, sir.
Madam, ask Lily. I thought we have the garri and this thing. You can add that one if you want to cook. Okay. 20. How many times will people eat a day? Twice. So 3 days. You say the first day is once now. The first day once. Then the second day 2 times.
Third day twice.
So that's 20 now. Times how many now? 5. How much now?
100,000.
Are you not seeing all these 20 things? How much is there? Almost 100,000. We have a treat. We have this program. Is it okay? I said, what am I saying? 250. Sorry, 150. You add 50,000 naira to the 100. Is it okay now? It's not okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's see that 180 now. Taking care of people. Is it you?
Sir?
So that people plan well. Taking care of people.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Is there any other thing? Maintenance. People should meet her. Where is this girl? Just meet her. She will answer people. Call me. People should read. It's not only to carry Bible.
And we want to go and meet him. I'll first start to laugh. Really, I'll start laughing because I don't know what is going to happen. Moment of bliss, moment I enjoyed being with him, and at the end of the day, even though he will still cut down the budget, he will still consider and still give us. Pastor is really a loving person. He's a father, and he's a person worthy of emulation. Be serious with your academics and be sincere.
Even I wish him well in the place he is gone to. They will enjoy him. I pray that he will not just leave us, that from time to time we will want to interact with him too and seek counsel from him, because he's a man of wisdom. So I just want to use this medium to say thank you, Pastor Professor Adolphus Telima. We love you. My family loves you. I appreciate all your contributions in my life, in the life of my daughter and my family as a whole. I say, may the good Lord bless you. I wish you well in all your endeavors. May God bless you richly for all you did for me. And I know that my family will remain in your prayers until the manifestation of God's word in my life and in my family. Thank you and God bless.